Yeah.
Terence, man, you got nothing to prove. Okay, definitely not coming at it from that angle. You retired already as one of the best fighters of all time, no doubt about it. But I know you also are the ultimate competitor. Did anything about last night get your competitive juices going? Was your tweet? It definitely seemed to be, because it was tweeted right after the fight. And also, what level of threat is Jaron Boots Ennis to Terence Crawford? He's like a young version of you. He's ambidextrous. He has speed. He has power. And even though he's very skilled, he comes to hurt the other guy and at some point knock him out, not just outbox him. So did anything from last night get your competitive juices going? Was that tweet in reference to him? And what kind of threat is Jaron Boots Ennis to the great Terence Crawford?
Listen.
After Jaron Boots Ennis stopped Xander Zayas in spectacular fashion, boxing fans immediately started asking one question: could Boots defeat Terence Crawford? The debate exploded across the boxing world, and reporters wasted no time putting Crawford on the spot. Was the retired champion tempted to return for one last mega fight? His answer surprised everyone. Before we jump in, hit that like button, subscribe to BOXI News, and let us know in the comments: who wins, Boots Ennis or Terence Crawford?
Listen, like I said, man, of course, everybody know the competitive nature in myself, but I don't worry about coming back to prove anything, because me coming back and proving something to people that it doesn't matter, what never matters. You know, for that being, they would say, oh, well, he only fought Xander, or they'll come up with some type of excuse, you know, but to credit Boots, like, he's a tremendous talent and he's no walk in the park for no one, you know, so he's a threat to anyone that he stepped foot in the ring with, you know. He got tremendous speed. He got great power, defense, reflexes, all that, you know. But the only thing that I can say is I'm 10 steps ahead of him. Like, I'm 10 steps ahead of him in smarts. And I think, you know, that's where he'll get in trouble with, you know, coming straight forward, you know, trying to box me or trying to, you know, think shot for shot. I just, you know, compare myself, you know, with a lot of great fighters, and I can see the holes in his game, and I can see the openings and the opportunities that I would have, because A, I feel like I punch harder than Xander. B, I'm way sharper than Xander. C, I'm way faster than Xander. So the shots that Xander was hitting him with and the shots that Xander couldn't capitalize because his speed wasn't there, I will be able to capitalize. And when I capitalize, everybody know I'm probably one of the best counter punchers, you know, there ever was. So, you know.
Yes, sir.
Crawford has nothing left to prove in boxing. He's already built a Hall of Fame career, but when asked about Boots Ennis, he didn't ignore the question. Instead, he gave an honest answer that every boxing fan needs to hear. Here's what the former undisputed champion had to say.
So they say never say never. Are you saying never? And
Never. I'm retired. I'm happily retired. You know, it's Boots era. I pray and hope that, you know, he take it to the extreme. I pray nothing but success for him and his family, you know, and all in all, it's all about competitiveness, and people want to see, you know, this generation, how would they do with the previous generation? The same way with people comparing me to Floyd. We'll never fight, you know, so I wish him nothing but the best. I want to see him succeed.
Not to prove anything to anyone, to prove something to him. Because I know how you are, Terence. But
there it is.
Listen. That when you get older and you realize, you know, you can prove things over and over and over, but the only person that you got to prove something to is yourself.
This is where the interview takes a fascinating turn. Crawford admits Boots Ennis has elite speed, power, defense, and reflexes. But despite all that praise, he believes experience and ring IQ still separate him from the younger generation. Listen to his bold statement.
You know, I've been doing that my whole career. I've been doubted my whole career. I've been talked about my whole career. I've been You know, I haven't fought this guy, and when I do fight these guys or when I do step up, then it's always an excuse. So now at 38 years old, about to be 39, I don't have nothing to prove. I didn't win everything there is to win. You know, I hope that Jaron have half of the career that I had, you know, or surpass me. If he surpassed me, I'm gonna be rooting for him. You know, I'm gonna be giving him his props. I'm not the type of fighter that, you know, want to see him fail. I want to see him succeed. I want to congratulate him. I want to see him, you know, make it to the Hall of Fame and, you know, congratulate him and things like that, you know. But when you say, oh, he would knock Terence Crawford out, or Terence Crawford ducked him, or Terence Crawford ran, and that's why Terence Crawford retired, it pisses me off sometimes, but.
Even in retirement, Crawford breaks down Boots Ennis like a true champion. He explains exactly where he sees weaknesses and why he believes his counterpunching would make all the difference in a dream fight. This is one of his most honest breakdowns yet.
It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, and I'm back at y'all with another one. The retired pound-for-pound king, Terence Bud Crawford, is gonna fight Jaron Boots Ennis. The 5-division undefeated world champion, 3-division undisputed champion, first ballot Hall of Famer, superstar, the greatest fighter of his era and generation. 42 wins, no loss, no draw, 31 wins by way of knockout. He's 38 years of age, 5'8" with a 74-inch arm reach. Terence Bud Crawford is going to fight the Phenom, as I refer to him as. The undefeated 2-division unified champion, former unified IBF WBA lineal welterweight world champion, and now the unified WBO WBA junior middleweight world champion, superstar boxer, Jaron Boots Ennis, who is now 36 wins, no loss, no draw, 32 wins by way of knockout, after his great performance yesterday and 7th round knockout stoppage victory over Puerto Rican star, former unified world champion, Xander Zayas, in the 7th round, who is now 23 wins, 1 loss, no draw, 13 wins by way of knockout. Entertaining, great fight. Terence Crawford and Jaron Ennis have been linked to one another. It's starting to be that buildup of, I don't know if you guys remember.
As the interview comes to a close, Crawford delivers a message about legacy, respect, and what truly matters after retirement. His words about Boots Ennis show the mindset of a champion and why he's respected across the boxing world. If you enjoyed this interview, don't forget to like, subscribe to BOXI Media, and leave your prediction in the comments.